Hello everyone, I am the Grand Cat and welcome to the end of the War Games, where this is going to be for Gunther. It is the Ronin event card. And I think within these 5 bouts we're going to finish off this 7,200 and we will get our first Gunther card and we will together see what the cards are for Heroic as we go for the Heroic upgrade as well. So join me on playing these 5 games. This is also going to be a bit of a tutorial on what I do. So what I tend to do is I put 2 cards in 2 different areas and take over 2 parts. And if the opponent puts in 3 somewhere, then I'll move something over. But at the moment we're doing good. I'm more watching these screens up at the top rather than looking at the actual screens on the bottom. I'm fairly confident that we win both of those. So the first part, I always focus on just winning 2 rings. I don't even think about the 3rd ring. So that's a nice, easy, solid victory over them. Let the opponent have 1 ring. And now I'm going to go after the 3rd ring. So the 3rd ring is all up arrows, so we're going to use the up arrows that we have. And then we have a down and a forward. So we're going to do this one here. And does that beat us? It might. Going to put Taker there, but we're also going to hold off on Taker and maybe put him here. We're just going to sit in this position, and if it looks like we need to move Taker, then we will, but if not, then we're just going to hold this until the time runs out. And there we go. That gives us that one. Undertaker and Kevin Owens can easily beat that rock, and those 3 should beat those 3. Even with reversal. There we go. Our Pete Dunne, our Butch, managed to take that. And then we just put in the strongest card. So we'll put in Cody. And there we go. We have won all 3. And that should give us about 150 points. Give or take. The only points we're missing is from not owning the 3rd ring for the all 3 bouts. But we will definitely win this one. So this is also a tutorial on how to play war games as well. This is the method that I've been using to win all my war games matches. We just tap through. Another method that you can use, which is slightly slower, is if you just play war games or wild or whatever. There we go, 156 points. You can just play war games or whatever and just wait until you have a super move and then just go in and just get the maximum number of points. Maximum number of points you can get is 166, but you can just as easily do that and you'll get almost the maximum points as well. Of course, it does require having quite a strong deck as well. So I'll show you what my deck is. There is my deck. So as you can see, 8 of the cards are they are Ronin Pros. After that, we've got WrestleMania 38 Pros, and the weakest one we've got is this fortified one. That's the Spring Fusion, Dolph Ziggler. Of course, with the strongest ones being Ezekiel and Cody Rhodes. The reason Ezekiel is a bit stronger is because of the equipment he's got on him, and I'm doing that deliberately so that those cards are evened out, so they're matched. And I'm deliberately not using equipment on the strongest cards to keep my deck a little bit lower down, a little bit weaker, because all of these cards all guarantee to beat the opponent. These ones not so much, so that's what I'm working with. Obviously, if you've got like fully, if you've got 16 Ronin Pros, you should have no problem. But if you're working with something that's a little bit uneven, that's how to use it. Oh my goodness, my throat is very dry today. Okay, so what do we have here? We have down arrow, we have a left arrow, and we have a fist. Okay, we have 2 down arrows, and we're going to use the left one. I'm going to put that there. And then if we need to, then we'll move a card over. The one that we're going to move is going to be this one. So the opponent can take the middle ring if they want. It looks like the opponent is fine. It looks like the opponent stopped moving. But I'm going to hold this just in case. So this is the method to do. You just hold on to a card and you just don't let it go. You just keep it there, and if you don't need to use it, then it'll just go back to the place that it came from. Let the opponent take that ring. And we should beat this one as well. Okay, now focus on the third ring. So this is fist. We don't have any fist, so we're going to have to do that without the thing. So this is down arrow and this is left arrow. So we're going to use the up arrow, which doesn't help either way. And we're going to put these two in, and we're going to put you in here. Because I see that we're fighting two cards here, and now we're going to swap over to here. Because that's the one we're fighting. Now the opponent has moved it back over, so dang it, we just missed out. We should win that one, hopefully. Okay, we still won it. That's fine. Sometimes you have to go back and forth and the computer tries to move around your cards. As you just saw, but thankfully it worked out. And then we don't need to do anything. Everything should beat anything the opponent does. The computer is not beating all of these charisma. It's not beating two cards there, and there isn't anything that goes here. Just for fun, I'm going to put Dolph Ziggler in, just so that he does something. So there's Nakamura, and there is that one. Just to guarantee, I'll put this on Undertaker. And there we go, it should win everything. And once again, this should be 154 or 156. Okay, Undertaker did survive that. For a second there, I thought he beat both cards. There we go, 116 plus 40, 156. And the only 10 points that we were missing is from not owning the third ring for all three matches. We only owned two of the rings for 3 matches, and the third ring we owned for 2 matches. So that is why we only got... I'm going for this top right corner, in case you're wondering. That is why we only got 156 instead of 166. So we're at 6,800, so we need 340 points to go. So if we get 2 more 150s, then we should easily be able to win it in the third game. So this is down arrow, which we're going to put these ones in, a right arrow and a left arrow. So we're going to put these ones in. And we're going to wait and see what the computer does. Okay, they're filling up the third ring. Again, we don't care about the third ring at the moment. That might be all the computer does. Sometimes the computer only puts in 1 card. Yep, that's it. Okay. Even when the computer only puts in 1 card, I'm not going to risk moving my cards over to try and take on that card, because the computer can put cards in this one and then take over this ring, which I don't want happening. So, we're now going to go over this one. So unfortunately we don't have any right arrows, we're just going to have to put in some of our better cards, and we're going to put a down arrow here, but we're going to hold on to that down arrow just in case we need to use it here. It looks like the computer's not doing anything. Half the time has passed and they still haven't done anything. Sometimes this happens, sometimes the computer just doesn't play. Okay, doesn't matter which one I put in. And yep, we definitely win that much. And now the computer can only put in 4 cards. They can't put in any more than that, so really doesn't matter what I put in here. This is down arrow, so I mean the down arrow should be that one, but I'm going to go with Edge because he's significantly stronger. He has higher stats than what Tommaso Ciampa will have with +5 stats, so that's why I'm using Edge. And we just sit back and wait because the computer can't beat us. If anything, I'm just going to put this over here just to guarantee that one. And even if the computer put 3 cards in each one, I'm fairly confident we still win. I mean, the computer can take some of our cards, you know, like you just beat Stone Cold there, but like they won't take the entire ring. And there we go, 108. So the reason that we only got 148 there instead of the 156 is because you get points based on how many of the computer's cards you actually defeat as well. So I got less points because the computer refused to play cards, and I only got 6 picks there as opposed to the usual 10 because I didn't get over 150 points. So that is how the point system works in wargames. Sometimes the computer can just screw you over by just refusing to play. which is mildly annoying. So we only need less than 200. It is 192 points we need. We're not going to be able to do it in one because the maximum you can get is 166, which we're not going to get 166, but we will go for the best that we can. Let's put in 2 right arrows. We've got a left and we've got a down arrow, so it doesn't matter which one we choose. We'll take over this one. And we will hold on to the Kevin Owens in case we need it. Just going to sit here. And the computer is refusing to do anything again. Okay, it's putting cards in the third one. Only one. Yep, only one. Okay. Not going to lie, I thought about moving the Kevin Owens, but I'm not going to mess with a tactic that works. So now we take over this one. There we go. And we have a left arrow, so that can go there. And obviously we can't move these ones because these ones have been placed the previous turn, but I will move Edge over here now because the computer's put in 3 cards into this zone. And it's very, very unlikely to win a 3-on-2. So if you make sure that you've got 3 cards against computer's 3 cards, you've got a much, much higher chance of winning. And the computer still has a 4th card that you just refuse to play there. And there we go, Edge manages to steal that win for us. And of course these 3 definitely beat the one Randy Orton. And the only one that we need to think about now is the left arrow, which we could put in the Stone Cold, but we're going to put in the Undertaker. And it doesn't matter. Against 3 WrestleMania 38s, we absolutely win because these 2 are both Ronin event cards. That is the Money in the Bank Kevin Owens, and that is the Bounty Breaker Undertaker, the remastered version. So absolutely we win that. And then we take these 3 cards. Undertaker's the last one standing there. Was that Finn Balor still alive? He shouldn't have been. That was weird. No, he wasn't, because we got 154. And we would have had 156 if the opponent had put in that last card, but they didn't. So there we go. You only need 38 more points, and we have our Intercontinental Champion, Gunther, formerly Walter of Imperium. I still prefer the name Walter over Gunther. Gunther is still kind of growing on me. Not sure why they felt it necessary to change everyone's name, but I know there was legal reasons that people can't use the same name as their legal real name, so that WWE can own copyright of their wrestling name. Okay, so we have 2 down arrows, we have a right, and we have an up arrow. If this super meter was fully filled, I would show you what to do with super meter, and after this game I might even just wait around to get a 6th game just to show you what happens with a super move, because you just immediately and easily get the maximum points. Oh, that is where we jump in here. Okay, that was me not on the ball. That was a mistake. Okay, we won that. And I moved the wrong card. Thankfully it didn't matter. Okay, so we don't need to worry about this ring anymore. These ones we do need to worry about. So we're going to go here and we're going to put Butch into there. We're going to hold on to Butch and just in case we need to move him into this part here. In fact, actually, because this is toughness and speed, we're going to put this one here. Okay, I don't think we can move Butch. I think that has to be where it is. Okay, no, we're fine. We're good. There we go. Butch wins that one, and these 2 should beat these 2. There we go. And now there's only 1 card left to play. So do we have anyone with pickaxe? Nope. We'll put in Edge, former head of Judgment Day. I really like Edge's new theme on the other side. Although it's weird that Judgment Day we're still using on the other side, even though Edge is no longer part of Judgment Day, so not sure what's going on with that. That was a bit weird, but We'll see if Edge returns to his old music. Not sure. I've always liked Edge. Edge is pretty cool. Ever since the Rated R Superstar days. I mean, I've been watching since the Brood days, back in 1999. I'm very old school wrestling. And there we go, 156. The only 10 points we were missing was from not owning the ring, the third ring, for 3 rounds. And there is Gunther. And a quick screenshot of that. That is going to be the thumbnail, of course. And there we go. So let us now see what the heroic upgrades cards are going to be, and see if the Ronin card is going to be a pro. I do not know what the card is. And we can dust all those, we don't need any of those cards. Gets us closer to that exclusive draft board. Let's get another Ronin card, and there is the heroic War Games. And tap to continue. So we have a Royal Rumble 22 Randy Orton, the Apollo Crews, Road to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 38 is British Bulldog, and the Ronin card is Ricochet. That is absolutely fantastic. I'll show you why, because I am right in the middle of actually combining 2 Ricochets. I just want to get them both leveled up to level 100, so that is going to be a fortified 1 Ricochet. So that is pretty cool. And of course I do also have 2 Asukas that I'm in the middle of training up. Once this Asuka gets to 100 matches, then that will be a pro Asuka as well. So now I will show you what to do with a super move, because it's pretty cool. So you just immediately activate the super move. Just put 1 card in each thing, doesn't matter where. I mean, if the numbers line up, they line up, and if they don't, then they don't. And then we're just going to sit here and wait. Now, the computer should be goated into playing cards. It should. There we go. And you just want to wait and see what they put 3 into. Yep, there we go. So there's 3 cards in this one. And that doubles the attack of everything, and it will double the stats for the entire game. So like those stats won't go down. So now we don't need to worry about that third ring at all. And now these 2 are so powerful that nothing should beat them. So now it's just a case of putting two down arrows there, we're putting these 2 here, and we don't need to think about anything else. That's it. For the rest of it, we just sit back. We don't even need to look at War Games, because we're guaranteed to win every single match, every single pair up. Like, nothing can beat this setup from here. So on round 2, you have won the entire game. In fact, actually, really from round 1, you've won the entire game. So, I mean, if you do want to do the slow method, you can just get super moves. Again, I don't need to do anything. You can just get super moves and then just come back in here, use the super move, do the match, and then just, once the match is finished, go back out, play games of Wild, get your super move back up, and then go back in, play the super move, just do this again, and you're guaranteed 166 points each time. Well, it's 166 if the opponent uses all the cards. If the opponent puts a card here, it'll be 166. If the opponent doesn't, there'll be -2 points because the computer hasn't used all of its cards. So it would only be 164. Which we're only going to get 164 because the computer didn't put a card here. But the computer did fill up the rest of the slots, so it doesn't matter if the computer beats any of your cards. 124 plus 40, 164, as said. And there we go. That is how you play War Games. That is a full tutorial. You can see that I used it every single time. It works every single time. There's never a chance of the opponent ever coming close to defeating you, so long as you do exactly what I just did there. So that is going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did, give us a like, share and subscribe, and if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go up, so you can see more helpful hints, and you can see when more of the heroic upgrade cards are revealed. And we also do a whole lot of other stuff. Also, if you want to join the team, join the Discord, which is in the description below. Just let the mods know, like, hey, I play Supercard and I would like to be part of your team. I hear that you get non-stop Ronin cards. You get every Ronin card from Team Ring Domination, from Team Road to Glory, and obviously we play Team Battleground almost constantly. So you always get the chance of getting Ronin cards from that as well. So if that is of interest to you, join the Discord below. And of course, my name on the Discord is the Grand Cat. Well, I go by the Grand Cat and Solus. The Grand Cat is the YouTube channel. Solus is, of course, the Supercard name. But that is it for this video, folks. I hope you all enjoyed, and we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.